Hey guys, Rachel CPR here. Today I wanted to share with you my lineup for 2018 with my planners. I know it is almost March of 2018, but I actually never get it together well enough before the end of January to actually share my planner. And because this year I tried something new, it definitely went a little bit astray, but I wanted to share with you exactly what I'm using for my planners this year. I did share a few of my spreads on Instagram, and I said I would do an update as to what I was going to decide on for my planners. I normally use the Erin Condren planner from the very beginning of me starting to do a personal life planner. I was using Erin Condren. I was introduced to the Erin Condren planners from Donna's Creations. She was showing a haul that she had in her Erin Condren planners, and I went to the website just looking to see, because it just looks so interesting from what she was showing, and I was hooked ever since. It has the perfect layout for me, and it just so happens to be the first one that I use. I'm not sure if that has any kind of a connection as much as it is the best planner for me. But for this year, what I wanted to try to do was I wanted to try to do bullet journaling. And if you don't know what bullet journaling is, it is basically a blank canvas for you to create whatever kind of planner or tracker that you want to create. And it just has little bullet points in it. And whereas I'm not using a technical bullet journal, I am using an art notebook so that I can use my brush lettering pens in my notebook without, it going through and bleeding through the page. And so, but I am doing a bullet journaling style journal with that one. So let me just show you my stack of planners that keep me sane. This is what I'm using for this year. And I know it looks like a lot, but this is, it's just the perfect setup for me. Because we homeschool our children, I have to make sure that I keep track of absolutely everything. And so for me, this has been working out. So for my purse, I use this Happy Planner, and this is just the mini Happy Planner. And what I was finding is that when I'm out, if we're out somewhere, if we're on a field trip, if we're just running errands, I always have a bunch of little pieces of paper in my purse that I have to go home and transfer over to my main planner. And that was a problem because sometimes I would lose the little pieces of paper and I wouldn't remember exactly when something was supposed to be put in and if I didn't write it down the right way. And so what I did was I just started using this planner right here for just that thing. This is just used inside of my purse so that if I have to do a quick note or anything like that, I just already have it here. And I really like the layout for this because you can take the pages out, lay it flat, do what you're going to do, and then put them back in. And yes, I am one of those people who decorates their planner. I love it because I used to scrapbook all the time. But after 3 children and homeschooling, I don't really have much time for things like that, which I really should take the time. But with this, I feel like I'm doing both of those. I'm keeping up with my schedule and I'm scrapbooking. I do not spend a fortune on scrapbook supplies because they always go on sale and I'm perfectly happy and content waiting for a good sale. So this is my pocket planner for everything that I need to jot down when I'm on the road. I don't like to carry my main planners with me. Number one, they're a little bit big. And because I actually don't like for them to get dog-eared or anything like that, I keep my planners. I have all of the planners I've ever had throughout the year, because when I need to remember something from a previous year, all I have to do is check one of my planners and it's just absolutely perfect. Especially if I'm looking for, I also keep my hair journaling in there. And so whatever I'm doing with my hair, if I try something new, I can just go back and say, oh, I tried this, didn't like it, or I tried it and I loved it. Why did I stop? Right? So this is my main scheduling planner. This is my Erin Condren planner. This is the neutral format. I didn't get this until the end of January, so basically I waited too long to order from Erin Condren, and so I had to just go with whatever Staples had. So this is what I ended up with, and it's not like, I didn't settle as much as I didn't get a personalized one, and I do like to have the personalized one, but this will do just fine. And this layout in here I absolutely love because I tried last year, I tried the horizontal layout. I didn't love it as much. This one is the vertical layout, and I absolutely love this one. This is what I had in the beginning, and that could be very well what it is. But I think that this vertical is what it works for me. It works much better for me. I don't even know if it's anything to do with the planning as much as it just, for me to settle on what I need to do, it's just easier for me to do the vertical. So that's what I use for my scheduling. And then I have my bullet style bullet journal. And it is, I believe this is Artist Loft. This is the Artist Loft journal. I put this right here on here with some washi tape. I just decorated it because it was a little plain and I didn't want this part of my book to get really dirty. And so I just put a little bit of coordinating washi on it. Now, this was supposed to be my sole planner for the entire year. It was a big chunk of something to bite off of when I was just starting off. I was so overwhelmed in the beginning. The only reason why I feel more settled now is because on Instagram, I follow a woman named Tishushu. I believe that's how you pronounce her Instagram name. But she had a layout that she put up, that she posted. And when I saw it, I said, this is all that I'm looking for. This looks so simple, but I couldn't wrap my head around it. And she showed me exactly how she did her layout. And it was so simple, so easy. And after I watched what she sent me, I was able to wrap my head around it. And literally, it just took off from there. So I'm going to show you what was happening before she helped me. Okay, let me find a page. Before, I wasn't even going to this thing. This is what was happening before. I was barely writing in this thing. It was because I just didn't like it. I just felt like I bought a planner that I didn't like, even though it was something I was creating, because I wasn't in the groove. It was overwhelming, and everything in my life was a mess because I didn't have my planner. And then she gave me her instructions, and I went and got my EC for my scheduling, and all of a sudden everything changed. This was the first layout that I did from when she showed me exactly how she did her layout. Immediately everything changed. What I absolutely love about this book is I use it as a planner, but it is more of a diary planner than just a regular planner. I write down absolutely everything in this book. It is so amazing. If you look at it, you can just put whatever you want into it. For like, I put a little today here, and I use my brush pens and it doesn't bleed through. I love that. My cleaning. Over here, this was just a brainstorm page, and this was a page that I was just practicing my brush lettering. I love that I can put this in here and see where I was at this point, and then when I do it again, maybe another page of brush lettering, I'll be able to date that and see, oh, this is where I was 6 months ago, and this is where I am today. I love that. You can just make a bullet journal whatever you want it to be, and I leave random blank pages just to make sure that I don't feel that I wish I had a blank page, and so I'll just leave a random blank page. Then over here, I did this layout for February, and I absolutely loved it. This was, I watched, I can't remember the woman's name. I'll try to remember it and put it somewhere, either in the description box or on the screen. But I watched a video, and the woman did a basic layout like this, and I absolutely loved it. And it was easy for me to follow. And then over here, I have some habit trackers. I have water, wake up time, and somewhere on here, I have a coffee tracker as well, because I'm trying to like cut back on my coffee. And so this right here, everything just took off. I felt like I was just so much more comfortable after she helped me. Over here, you see that I was getting progressively more comfortable with the layouts that I was doing, and I started paying attention more. And like I said, this right here is pretty much like a diary for me, and I look forward to my time that I spend writing in my journal and just recording everything that's happening in my life. So I really do love it. And then my final journal is this journal. This is the deluxe size Happy Planner. This journal I use for school. I plan for my children in this book. This is not for homeschooling or a teacher's book. They do have one. I'm thinking about looking into that one, but I love this one right here, and it works for me so well. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do that, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll watch a few videos to see what the layout is on the inside before I purchase it though. So all I do is I separate everything. They do a lot of their homeschooling online, but then we have a lot of subjects that we do that's not contained in their online curriculum. And so I just plan out everything in here, whether or not it's a group class or an individual class, a grade level class, or if it's just like, a family kind of a thing. And so all of that is kept inside of here. I do decorate all of my planners because I absolutely love to decorate my planners. It's just a fun part of it. And I also have individual printouts for their planners for their everyday schooling as well. So that's my lineup, and I am so excited about them. I love them. I feel like I'm grounded now. It took so long into the year before I got grounded. Normally by the end of January, I'm all set. But this year it took longer. It definitely took longer, but I'm happy that it happened anyway. So I would love to know what you're using for your planner. If you're keeping a planner now, if you keep a diary planner, and just anything that you like to use in your planner, that's really cool. I have two more videos coming up for planners, and one of them is going to show exactly how I sort and carry my planner accessories with me when I go out and plan. Like if we're going to the library, if we're going to the park, I try to use those as opportunities to sit down and plan different things. And so I like to bring things with me, but I don't like to have like a lot of stuff with me, because at any point in time, someone can fall asleep and I'll have to, carry them. And so I have to make sure that everything is nice and tight and it is not cumbersome or anything like that. So I'm going to do a short video just showing you exactly how I travel with my planner supplies. And I think it's a really cute idea. I absolutely love it. And I also wanted to show you how I store some of my planner supplies, because that can be a really big thing. It's so easy to get caught up in all of the planner supplies and stickers and washi and everything like that. It's so much fun, but where you will put them is another thing altogether. So I wanted to share that as well with you. So if you are interested in seeing those videos, be sure to hit the bell so that you know exactly when I upload. And I will also upload a thumbnail to Instagram once I do upload them. And so you can go to my Instagram if you'd like to. And so I'll see you again very soon, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. So please come back. Bye, guys.